is Ozidi TV. We welcome you to a platform where entertainment and information is so important in the life of people. It's another episode, and I strongly believe that today we are going to interact with our special guest. Ozidi TV is a platform where we discuss issues that concerns family, discuss issues that concerns life in general. So today we have another set of visitors, or should I call them guests, who will throw questions like ball and allow me to dribble it, perhaps and score. But scoring this goal determines or depends solely on your reaction, your assumption, and what you are going to benefit from our discussion today. Welcome. I welcome you to Ozidi TV, Brother Charles. You are welcome. And at the same time, my beloved Sister Odenaka Chukwu. Let me just stress that your name to make it more meaningful to our hearers. It is well with you. You are welcome to Ozidi TV.
Thank you, sir.
This is a platform. Call it a planet of entertainment. But we are not only entertaining our audience, we are educating them. I believe that you have wonderful messages to present today, or you have questions. I'm free, I'm ready. Bobo, let us go.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to be part of this show.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, there are some questions that I would like to get some answers to.
Okay, so questions you want to get some answers to.
And
okay, let me hear.
Every other person's out there will need an answer to it too.
Okay.
So there is this issue that it bothers me as well. Why is it that young couples tend to separate after relocating abroad?
Let me put it well, because this question is taking me by surprise. You see how me that is planning to see whether I will japa, and you are telling me that if I japa with my wife and children, that in some cases you discover that something will go wrong. Anyway, it's an issue. I'm going to be very realistic with you. Frankly speaking, I made a kind of statistical analysis about this, and the result I got is not encouraging at all. What is that result? That some people, after they must have stayed there happily, showing their love, strength, in marriage, once they cross over to abroad, be it Germany, be it UK, be it Canada, US, Australia, as their choice may be, a little bit problems start. Yes, it happens, and it will continue to happen until the people that are involved, who are the people that are involved, people who have this intention to leave the country. If you are leaving this country as a couple, you should understand that your love, your marriage, your relationship with your spouse will not be like that abroad because of some certain factors. One of the factors is this. In Nigeria, let me use our country as a case study. I don't know about Ghana, I don't know about Cote d'Ivoire, I don't know about Guinea, Sierra Leone, or Cameroon. Permit me to use Nigeria as a case study. Do you know that in African setting, the man is seen as the king, and the woman is seen as the queen. And in every palace, you discover that the king is in charge, dominate, control. An African man has this mentality that as long as that marriage is concerned, he is the king. But outside there, it is not like that. You discover that you are there. The Western community used to see that everybody is equal, whether you like it or not. That's the reason why a woman can comfortably make a call to a police to come and arrest the husband. So when you travel with that mentality of kingship, the domineering mentality that a woman is supposed to be put inside the pocket, once you get there, you are the one to rule, you are the one to decide, you are the one, you will discover that it will not work that way. And so long as it will not work that way, you find it difficult to cope. Before you say Jack Robinson, problem has started. Another factor is the factor of finance. There are some men here, they will never allow their wife to work. They will tell their wife, what is the essence of working? We can manage with my salary, we can manage with my income. But when you get over there and discover that bills are so mountainous, your wife needs to work. And peradventure, your wife is working in an establishment where she is richer than you. The mentality of a woman to dominate, because the ground has the same playing ground, level playing ground The woman will tell you, no, you don't want it over me. My salary is bigger than your own. I don't want it over me. The company where I'm working is far better than your own. You don't want it over me. I am working like you. You don't tell me to wash the plate after you must have finished eating. After all, two of us used to go to work at the same time. So I'm still talking there. And another factor is the factor of what we call, let me put it this way. I'm trying to pick whether I'm going to use a kind of nickname for it. But if I didn't see nickname, another factor is the factor of societal acceptance. In the Western community, women and children are highly regarded. They have more right than men. It's a societal issue. It goes with their life pattern. So there is no way you will wake up and say, because you are the husband. You know, from Africa, we have this kind of headship. He is my husband, he is at the head of affairs. If the man is in abroad and you discover that the society favors women more than men, you have no alternative. If you want to press further to capture your position, conflict will come. Once a woman discovers that she has more right in the Western society than you know, women, they hardly forget things easily. She will remember how you have been maltreating her, treating her, frustrating her, bonding over her in Nigeria. Now she has a balanced position. No matter how you try to do it, she will tell you, man, oh man, sit down. This society is favoring me better than you. Another one is the beauty of life. I'm not trying to push it only to women. When a man who is not grounded in the Lord travels abroad, we have been traveling, I've traveled near and wide. When somebody who is not grounded in the Lord travels to abroad, you see the beauty. A man will see beautiful ladies and see beautiful opposite sex. Likewise, the woman. If time is not taken, I usually tell people that a woman cannot claim to be contented. A poor man cannot claim to be contented. Contentment is when you have all it takes to buy your sin. You know, people can use their money and buy sin. Contentment is when you have the ability to afford your sin, to comfort your sin. When somebody who has never crossed cross Ghana here, travel to US and see the beauty in women, beauty in men, see people, it takes if you are grounded. So some of these things contribute to doing what? To breaking the family once they leave from here to abroad. It contributes to it. Another issue could be, a man can say, I want 4 children. I want 4 children. But the mentality of the Western society might make the woman to say, I need only 1. Or pari passu, it could be that a man wants only 1 and the wife say, I need 4. In the case of it, you discover that the kinsmen will not be there. Mother-in-law, father-in-law will not be there to advise both parties, and it can generate conflict. And before you know it, divorce can enter. So I think with that, these are some of the factors that contribute to a man and the woman living happily here, but once they move out of the seashore of the country, the marriage collapses.
Wow. Thank you so much.
That's it. That's it.
That leads to my question. That this question I've been wanting to ask.
Okay.
Because some couples have issue with that. Sir, when an opportunity comes for a couple to travel.
Travel where?
Travel outside the country.
Okay, we are still talking about traveling outside the country.
Yes,
okay.
Because it's
after the country is not Togo.
No.
It's not Cote d'Ivoire.
No,
we are talking about the Western community.
Yes.
Okay.
Like US, UK. So who do you advise to go first? Is it the husband or the wife?
Who do I advise to go first?
Who should travel?
Is it the wow? It's like throwing me inside the Red Sea. Why a powerful crocodile is waiting at the shore? Who should go first? It depends. It depends. Every man is a hunter. Personally, our viewers might have different perception, but to me, the man should go first. The man will go, gather the resources, bring home, and if need be, bring them across. To me, the man should go. In some cases, a woman might go. If you are encouraging the woman to go, you are encouraging the woman based on the fact that the society over there accepts women. So, but the danger of it is that if a woman go first, organize the empire, arrange the empire, you know what I mean by the empire, gather the family setting there, and tell the husband to come over. Remember, she has upper hand. She will have the upper hand. The house belongs to her. Everything belongs to her. And at a little provocation, women, my fears, women, I want to tell you, hardly forgive. It takes regeneration in the heart for a woman not to remember how you maltreated her when she was with you. Now that she has crossed over and the house you are going to live is her house, the water you will drink is her water. Oh man, the marriage might shake. But if a man crosses, an African man crosses, he still bear in mind that it is my responsibility to house my wife, house my children, take care of them. So you coming from where you are to join him, he will not see it as any offense. No matter the responsibility, he will not see it as a burden that he is carrying. But if a woman carries that burden, I brought you from Lagos, I brought you from Maiduguri to UK. Imagine, don't tell me that the house belongs to me. If you are tired of this house, you better go. But a man cannot say that. He will still manage, even in a woman's excesses. Some people will still say, bring his say, let us cut. He's backing men. But I'm not backing men. What is there is that I'm trying to tell you that my own personal suggestion should be, let the man be the first to go.
Thank you very much.
Okay, madam.
Secondly, sir, I want to ask, when in a situation whereby the wife earns higher salary than the husband,
Like how many thousands of dollars?
maybe the husband is earning $20, while
$20,000.
$20,000.
Okay, while the husband
earns, the husband earns $20,000,
$20,000,
and
okay.
the wife earns $100,000.
Wow, that's a good picture.
So in this situation, does it have any side effect?
It will.
Okay. And
How you handle it? It will.
Okay.
It will. I asked somebody, supposing if your wife is made a minister of education and both of you are living in Lagos and she's required to relocate to Abuja, will you join her over there? And the man, it took the man almost 20 minutes before she could open mouth and reply to me. You know, one good thing about it is understanding. To be very, very sincere, a good woman will not say anything bad about it. A good woman will not even raise an eyebrow. A good woman will not even consider it. A good woman will still shower her husband with submission, respect, and love. But some percentage of women will see it as a hand carrier to tackle. When you talk about balanced, I've seen some people who are very close to me. I discovered that their wife earns more salary than them. Their wife is more comfortable in wealth acquisition than them. Some of them, their wife are business tycoons who are running different kinds of businesses, and their husband is still managing. But the reason why they are still living under that roof without anybody hearing their voices in Jerusalem of all places is because of the understanding of the woman. Everything boils down on the woman. If the woman have this heart of, no matter whatever I'm earning, my husband is in charge, believe me, nobody will know. But if she's this kind of species that usually say, I am in control, after all, my salary is bigger than your salary. Even if the salary, the difference is just 1,000 naira, you will hear her voice. So the way to do it is that the woman should still give the man his position as the head of the family. And when it comes to the issue of welfare of the family, she should have it in the mind by telling her husband, you see this area of concentration in the welfare of the family, allow me to take care of it. I've seen somebody who bought a car for the husband. I've seen somebody who said, where we are living is too small. Without being told, before you know it, the person bought a house for the family. And still tell people, my husband is the one who bought it. And still use the name of the husband for the documentation. You know, some people will say, I will never use the name of my husband for documentation. Supposing tomorrow. What are you talking about tomorrow? When you start to position tomorrow, that means you don't trust your husband. It simply means that you don't know who you got married to. So some women will appreciate it, thank God for it, and still honor, submit, and respect their husband. Whereas some, everybody around the street we know that they are the one feeding their husband because of a higher percentage of income or salary.
Thank you so much.
It is well with you. It's well with you. Is there another thing
Yes,
before
sir,
we
yes,
call
sir,
it a
please.
day?
Yes, I have
Okay.
more questions.
Okay.
In a family, when children start coming, who is the right person to name a child between the husband and the
Name?
Yes, sir.
If you don't have a name, call the person Moses.
What I mean is,
I understand what you're trying to say is that who should bless the name.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that this question is a wonderful question? It has created problem in several homes. To be sincere with you, I've been in a house. On my way coming to name the child, you know, I always allow the family to choose. I discovered that there was a kind of misunderstanding. But thank God for the Holy Spirit. To be very sincere with you, my hands are up. As I was about to park my car, the Lord told me, this is the name this girl will bear. I quickly wrote it down, put it in between my Bible. But I will not lord the name over to the family. I will still allow the parents. On reaching there, I discovered that there was a kind of misunderstanding. The man was saying the name must be this. The wife was saying the name must be this. But when I entered, they said, see the name I want to give my daughter. The wife said, that is not the name. I said, well, I don't know the name you want to give. But the Lord gave me a particular name. I brought out, I said, I'm not bothering it over to people. After giving the child the name, I will still be calling this child this name that the Lord gave to me. I brought out the paper, drop it on the table. When they look at the name, it was the name that the father chose.
Wow.
It was so wonderful. The father stood up and was clapping hands, dancing around, brought out one bottle of wine. Poi! I said, take it easy, take it easy. It's not that the Lord loves you more than your wife. After all, this woman carried this baby for 9 months. It's just because the Lord have already fashioned the name. So sometimes, immediately the baby enters, I advise couple that don't wait until the baby is born. Once the baby enters, and maybe by scientific discovery and research, the sex of the baby is being mentioned, both of you can join hands. Even before you got married, there are some names you fancy. Just discuss it. Okay, the first baby, you will name him or her. The second one, I will name. You know, you can be going like that. It's okay, fine. My mother is going to give us the name for the third one. Your mother is going to give us the name for the fourth one. You know, it's a thing. The thing, it concerns understanding. Do you know that this question you asked had caused to have work in a home? They say it will not be the name of that child. We can never give that child that name. We can never give that. It's the one name I put. Why? It's understanding. Everything channels on understanding. You can choose it. The first one can even bear the name of the father and be attached with junior. Even they said, you know, sometimes women hardly give their baby their name. A woman can see something. It's not only a man that answers junior. A woman, a girl can answer junior too. There is nothing wrong about Celestina Junior. It's good. So everybody can give the name. But if in a case where the Lord revealed, everybody should streamline to the name that the Lord revealed. I'm a preacher. I will not delete my idea from the scripture. John the Baptist, it was the mother. I mean the father rather, that got the name John at the temple while he was serving. And Mary was the one that got the name of Jesus Christ when Angel Gabriel acted. So a woman can name, a man can name. So in this particular form, it takes understanding. And I think to young people, they shouldn't allow you to tear their marriage apart. All they need to do, make sure that understanding signifies whatever you are doing. I think I answered the
Thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You do me one little thing. Can you clap a hand for Ozidi TV? Can you clap? If what you're doing is good, can you just give a clap of everyone? As well. We thank God. We thank God. We thank God.
We have answers to our doubts.
Okay, that's good. That's to tell you, our honorable and esteemed viewers, Ozidi TV has given you some answers about what they asked. Questions about people who travel to abroad, happily married in Nigeria or any part of Africa, but on arrival to their destination, circumstances will start to bring a hiccup to the marriage, and if time is not taken, it ends up in divorce. It will not be your portion if you are expecting to travel abroad. But one thing I want to tell you is that you should understand that leaving your country in Africa to another country, so many factors must be considered. If you really want to live happily, you must consider the societal acceptance, you must consider the financial balance, you must consider so many things. A level playing ground between you and your wife. It is not a time to lord her to be the king while she is the queen. And at the same time, when you want to name your child, make sure you carry your husband or wife along. Don't make it a point on your own side that all the whole children the Lord will bless you with, that you are the one to name every one of them. And at the same time, you should consider that if you are being paid higher than your husband, that will not take your respect, your submission, and the love you have for her. Know that the Lord wants you to be a backbone in that circumstance. And at the same time, if you are moving to abroad and you have the desire to move with your wife or your husband, put it into consideration. Who will go first? It is very, very important. But in a situation where you have enough that can accommodate the expenses of both your wife, your husband, or in cases which has children along, make sure that you do it in a way that nobody will be offended. Ozidi TV is still giving you informative messages, educating you every day. Keep on watching, keep on subscribing, because all we know is that God positioned this platform for us to learn and to adhere to the instructions through our questions and through the answer. Today, our guests have thrown the answers, and you must have heard about our throw the questions, and you must have heard about the answers. Go to our response opportunity. Respond. Give your own suggestion. Bring your own opinion. Whatever we discuss here does not mean that we are trying to rule it all or to say that our opinion is the best. But we are giving you an opportunity for you to come in, interact with us at the same time. Next week, we are going to bring another set of persons who will bring some kind of provocative questions that the answer will go a long way in shaping your mind towards marital issues, relationship, family upbringing, family relationship, child upbringing, and the like. Once again, I want to thank you, Brother Charles and Sister Odenaka Chukwu. Ozidi TV say I should give you this. Is for both of you, since you are one in the flesh and spirit. So I don't want to bring two to start to divide you. So I say, may God bless your home and continue to increase your knowledge about marital issues. Ozidi TV said I should give you this.
Thank you so much.
When you use it, it becomes a blessing. As you're using it, you continue to remember us in prayer. And at the same time, encourage our viewers to subscribe and share what we are doing. Because we are doing it for the betterment of the nation and people in general. It is well with you.
Thank you so much.
We will see some other time if God permits us, because I know that one day, one time, you will still come over with another formative patient. It is well with you. See you. Take care of yourself until we meet next week. And I say, keep on watching Ozidi TV, the entertainment planet. And at the same time, keep on subscribing. It is well with you. Till we meet next, it's well with you.